Stress often gets a bad reputation. It's blamed for poor sleep, weakened immunity, and emotional burnout. But in the right context and with careful management, stress, particularly the hormones it triggers, can be a potent ally for athletic performance. Two key players in this process are cortisol and adrenaline. Far from being merely destructive forces, these hormones are part of the body's finely tuned system to help you rise to a challenge. When understood and used properly, they can sharpen focus, boost reaction time, and expand physical capacity in ways that give athletes a measurable edge. Adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, is the body's first responder. When you step into a competitive or high-pressure environment, be it a race, a gym session, or even a personal milestone, your brain signals the adrenal glands to release adrenaline into the bloodstream. This surge instantly mobilizes energy stores, increases heart rate, dilates airways, and sharpens mental alertness. The world feels more vivid. Time slows. Movements become more efficient. This isn't just mental, it's deeply physiological. Athletes often describe this sensation as the zone, where body and mind operate in seamless synchrony. That burst of power, clarity, and responsiveness is the adrenaline system in full flight. Cortisol, often painted as the villain of the stress response, plays a more subtle but equally vital role. Released slightly after adrenaline, cortisol helps sustain energy during prolonged exertion. It ensures a steady flow of glucose to the brain and muscles, enhances the breakdown of fats for fuel, and maintains blood pressure and hydration under strain. Without cortisol, endurance would collapse after the first few minutes of high effort. But when levels are kept within a healthy range, elevated during activity, but not chronically high throughout the day, cortisol acts as a kind of long-distance engine, allowing athletes to push further, think clearer, and recover faster. The key lies in harnessing, not suppressing, these hormonal responses. Controlled exposure to physical and psychological challenges, such as interval training, competitive simulations, or mentally demanding workouts, can train the body to use stress hormones more efficiently. Rather than being overwhelmed, experienced athletes often display more measured and effective cortisol and adrenaline responses. Their systems don't panic under pressure, they activate. Their hormones are not wildfires, they're focused torches lighting the path forward. This adaptation is part of why seasoned performers seem to thrive under pressure. Their bodies don't necessarily produce more adrenaline or cortisol, they've simply trained themselves to respond to those hormones with precision rather than chaos. That's the core insight. Stress doesn't have to be damaging. When framed correctly, it becomes the fuel for performance. It adds sharpness to cognition, depth to endurance, and intensity to movement. Moreover, this understanding opens up practical tools for any athlete. Breathing exercises, cold exposure, and even visualization techniques can modulate stress hormone release before and during workouts. Strategic rest and sleep reinforce the reset cycle, ensuring that cortisol doesn't linger past its usefulness. Nutrition also plays a pivotal role, as certain nutrients help regulate adrenal function and hormonal balance. All of this means that you don't have to be a professional to benefit from these insights. You just need to be intentional. Ultimately, the human body evolved not just to survive stress, but to thrive on it in short, meaningful bursts. The very hormones we once thought of as threats are, in truth, messengers of capability, signals from the brain to the body saying, you can do more than you think. In the context of athletic performance, they are not enemies to be feared, but resources to be cultivated. When you learn to work with your body's stress response rather than against it, performance becomes not just a goal, but a byproduct of understanding your own biology. That's not just smart training, it's empowered training.